A free press is not for us journalists. A free press is not for our benefit. A free press is for the public in general. A free press is for the nation. And unless we are able to convince the people at large that it is for their benefit, then our own, our ability to function in freedom is curtailed.
The government ruling the country today have repeatedly described the media as the second parliament in the absence of a functioning parliament. Doing a good job of it so far. Every citizen of Bangladesh expects that the country will return to a democratic rule with full civil liberties, including press freedom, restored at the earliest possible time.
Personally, I think about access and empowerment as being using social production, moving towards the new technologies. And which will lead me to my final point, because one of the things that was being discussed or mentioned here, human rights, points out that the Declaration of Human Rights does not provide a guarantee for communication. At no point in this fundamental document does it say that people have a guaranteed right to communicate.
And besides this provision in the Constitution, there are other laws in our country and in other countries. This Official Secrets Act, which was either promulgated or enacted in British India here, and also in British colonies in Singapore and other places. Official Secrets Act. In Bangladesh, along with the Official Secrets Act, there are other provisions that restricts information. One is Evidence Act. You cannot go into the details of the evidence. Then noting in the files. So information is restricted by all these laws at the moment in our country.
People have been not informed, but they should get to know about how much amount of money they have expended on war. That money, because that money belongs to the people of that country.
Did ever you receive any written or verbal call from anybody across the country to stop the news? Modify, change, and the answer was unequivocal, no, never. So this was a new concept that we looked at, self-censorship. Why that is so? For the self-preservation of the journalist. Self-preservation. I don't want to lose my job, I don't want to end up in a jail, I don't want to be killed. Nobody told them that they were killed. Nobody said you'll go to jail. But that was one idea, and I think it still persists in some quarters.
But there will be phone calls in the form of advisors, quote unquote, saying that we are talking to you from so and so. Would you kindly see that this doesn't come up in your channel or in your newspaper?
The 24-hour TV actually hijacked most of the coverage because the immediacy of the TV coverage and the drama associated with it, I think that has had a lot to do.
In the way that we have used information, particularly investigations, and in the way that we think we have empowered the nation, communities as well, if small communities, but we have empowered in many ways big swaths of people, especially the Indian people.
A community can transform even their own lives, and they can. If a community which is better informed is almost automatically becomes a better empowered community.
So, if we discuss both this law together, we'll see that only access to information is not enough. We should also have some safeguard for journalists.
Define or identify what we are actually meaning here. What is empowerment? What information we are talking about? What kind of information really can empower people? And is access to information.
Because are not available in some areas of the country. So access of the media is also important. Sometimes television channels are not also available in many places. We very much feel proud about our satellite television channels, but there is no serious research document about the viewership of the satellite channel.
I say emphatically, access to information by itself does not empower people. It depends on how the information is presented.
It's not access to information, it's learning how to access information that empowers people. I mean, the examples that Vinod is giving, I mean, there is heaps and heaps of information out there about birth control, but unless you can actually teach people how to access that information.
It's basically a shameful day for both journalism and the government attitude and the police attitude, which eventually in England they confronted and that he had to step down. So, democracy is not like a magic word that when there is a democracy going on, as if everybody, including the state, will behave responsibly.
Thank all our partners and organizers of these two events. I hope many of you will attend the event tomorrow. I would like to particularly thank UNB, Chairman Kamrul Khan is here. UNESCO, of course, I don't think UNESCO's representative is here with us now. ULAB and PIB for their very, very gracious support. I would like to thank all the panelists for the presentations, and we look forward to seeing you again next year for the South Asian Media Forum, and I'm quite confident by then AMIC, in partnership with all of you, would have already started and launched some South Asian media initiatives. Thank you very much.